Hi, this is Sangram here. Just wanted to give a brief of the last 3 days that we have spent in this place. Uh, I'm from Bangalore. We decided for a 3-day outing, a weekend getaway. We chanced upon this beautiful place in a place called Kannur. This beautiful homestay that is Seashell Haris appealed to us. We thought we'll take a chance, we'll come to this place. Not a very usual commercial place that you have, quite an unusual weekend getaway, that is Kannur. All we expected out of the place to be a quaint little place where we can get away from the hustle and bustle of the city for the weekend. Turns out we got more than that. Um the trip to Kannur was a little more taxing than what would we would expect, especially the roads after Mysore, the hilly terrain, and but otherwise it was not a very it was a little taxing in terms of the effort and the amount of time required, but otherwise in terms of the road quality, not that bad, can be managed. Coming to this place, so what the moment we set foot in this homestay, what took our breath away is the view. I mean, so it can give a fight. It can give some of the good places, some of the good commercial places a run for their money, and probably much more. I mean, but then if you commercialize it, probably it will lose its value. Coming to the place Kannur, the first day we did not do much. We arrived around 3 o'clock. Just wild, just had some drinks in the evening. The night was spent in fun and frolic with my wife, with my cousins. Uh, it was a good evening, and having that experience of the dinner and the evening by the seaside was absolutely wonderful. I mean, this kind of a facility. What stood out the most was the location we had chosen. So right by a private beach. Uh, it was wonderful. The next day we set across to go to Fort Saint Angelo's. Did not expect much out of that place, but it was amazing. That fort. We have been to other forts, uh, but the magnitude and the proportions of that fort, and the fact that it was constructed back in the 1400s by the Portuguese, it added that that uh, that antique appeal about that place. And in fact, it was aesthetically beautiful and architecturally marvelous. So it was just quite a huge fort. It had the usual your prisons, some history about that place, and beautifully laden with trees. The entire fort, it had an army base, as you would expect around it, and quite a daunting presence, as you know. So it was wonderful experience going to that fort. Did not expect much. Was pleasantly surprised.
There's something soothing about the sea, even though it creates noise by the crashing of the waves. I think it's the harmony of the the harmony of the waves that crashes at the shore. That's probably what's soothing about it.
God, in one of his most benevolent moods, must have created this.
We had lunch. We wanted to try out the local cuisine over here. We went to MBK restaurant. Had heard some good reviews about that place. About the city Kannur itself, don't expect much in terms of it. It's kind of like Goa, with much lesser traffic, and it's a little humid during the day. You need to put on your AC to a good uh, you know to a good low temperature to be able to go around. And So around about the place, Kannur, small lanes, by lanes. The marketplace is a little crowded. You should know where to park the car. But otherwise, we went to this restaurant. We had heard good reviews about. It was a good place. We liked it. Um, we wanted to try out the local Thalassery cuisine. Uh, was where did not find it overwhelming, but it was good nonetheless. The experience was good. It was sort of different. uh, then coming to the highlight of the trip, another thing apart from the homestay and the view that it gave us for the 3 days, one of the most beautiful thing was and fascinating thing was the only driving beach in the entire of Asia. That beach, and I don't know what geographical or what topographical advantage it had, because but the sand was so firm that you could see everybody. There were a lot of people going around in their cars doing stunts, and people walking around all the while. Uh, so it was a very nice experience driving by the seaside. I mean, I guess that's the closest that my car could go to the sea. Uh, something is it was kind of a fantasy, what you see in the movies of the 90s, where the protagonist of the hero of the movie would drive his car right through the waves, something of that sort. I did not brave the waves that much. I was in a squid, so I didn't want to do that, but otherwise a very nice experience. Driving on the beach. um, Other than that, a very nice experience. I fell short by a day or two. We did not get as much time to lazy around in the homestay. Probably spending a day by the seaside doing nothing would have been a perfect experience. But then, I mean, this was just a discovery. We wish to come, and we hope to come back in the future. Probably we'll have a better time then. We had a good time right now, but then something that time was the only factor that we fell short. Probably we'll make up next time. It was a wonderful experience. Signing off. Bye guys.